Welcome to all students. Myself is Masood A. Ansari. I will teach you the subject Object-Oriented Programming using C++. It has the subject code 22316. Now let me tell you teaching scheme of this subject. It has a 3 hours lecture, 2 hours for tutorial, 2 hours for practical in 1 week. It has a theory paper of 70 marks and the remaining 30 marks which is of class test and project marks. Now this subject has an internal practical exam of 25 marks and the remaining 25 marks which is of term work. Here is the course outcomes of this subject. First of all, I will tell you the course outcomes. Now what is the course outcomes? Now 5 course outcomes which are given here. After completion of the course, that is object oriented using C++, now you must be able to do all these things. Like the first one is a develop C++ program, solve problems using procedure oriented approach. Second, develop C++ program using classes and objects. Third, implement inheritance in C++ program. And the fourth, use polymorphism in C++ program. And the fifth course outcomes which is a develop C++ program to perform file operation. Now here is the marks weightage of each unit. Just already I told you that this subject has a 5 unit. Now the first subject, first chapter, which is the principles of object oriented programming. Now which is of 14 marks. Second chapter which is of 18 marks. Third chapter which is of 16 marks. And the fourth chapter which is of 14 marks. And the fifth chapter which is of 8 marks. In this way the total marks which is a 70. Here is the content of a chapter. In middle column, unit outcomes which are given. There are 4 unit outcomes. That means after completion of this chapter, you must be able to do these 4 unit outcomes. Now in right side column, the content of this subject is given. Like the first topic which is a procedure oriented programming versus object oriented programming. The second topic which is basic concepts of object oriented programming, object oriented languages, applications of OP, and similarly the other topics which are given. These are the content of first chapter. Here now we will see the first topic. The first topic which is a procedure oriented programming versus object oriented programming. Now here we will see the difference. Okay, the first difference in procedure oriented language, emphasis is doing on things. In object oriented programming, the emphasis on data rather than procedure. Now what it's mean? That means in procedure oriented, the main focus which is given on procedure, the main focus which is given on work, the main focus which is given on the task. While in object oriented language, the main focus which is given on data. Now in procedure oriented language, the second difference, the larger programs are divided into smaller programs known as function. So just you can say procedure oriented programming, that means the program which is a collection of function, while in object oriented language the programs are divided into what are known as objects. So in a simple word, just you can say the object oriented program, those are collection of objects. Now third, in procedure oriented language, most of the functions share global data. That means now the one data may be shared by function 1, function 2, function 3. That means one data may be used by number of functions. So that is the most of the functions share global data. Now fourth, data move openly around the system from one function to another. That means now this is clear by using this diagram. Here you can say, okay, here you can see the main program now which is calling function 1, function 2 and the function 3. Now similarly the function 4, you can observe the function 4 now that has been called by function 1 and the function 2. Now similarly the function 5 now which has been called by function 2 and then function 3. So that means here the one function can pass the data to another function. That means the data move openly around the system from one function to another. Now, what is the fifth one? The fifth is this is a very important point. The procedure oriented, now it follows top down approach, while the object oriented, it follows bottom up approach. Now here I will take a very simple example. Now what is the meaning of top down approach? Now for example, there is a one management. Now the management here will take certain decision. Now that decision will be given to the principal. The principal will give that decision to HOD, and the HOD will give that decision to all staff members, and then all staff members they will circulate that decision to the students. So this approach is called the top down approach. Now what is a bottom up approach? Okay, now again just I am taking the same example, but now here the process which is in the reverse order. That means all students will decide something. Okay, now they will put their suggestion to the staff member. The staff member put suggestion to the HOD, and the HOD will put suggestion in front of the principal, and then principal will put all those things in front of management, and finally the management will take the decision. But now here the process which is reverse. So this is called the bottom up approach. Now the last difference in procedure oriented, this approach does not model real world problems very well, but in object oriented, now real world problem can be solved very easily. Now these are the differences between procedure oriented language and then object oriented language. Now here is a list of different object oriented programming languages like Simula, Smalltalk, C++, Eiffel, Java, .NET, and there are other so many languages which follows the concept of object oriented programming. Now here we will cover C++.